Hey everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad you all are with me today. Today's video is going to be my plans for August as far as reading goes. So you could also think of this as like my August TBR. I haven't really been doing that great with them. And I typically don't always do the best with my TBRs because I am a mood reader and I just get distracted by all of the books. But I'm going to go through. I have a pretty jam-packed month for you all, or at least to talk about. That I've just kind of signed myself up for a lot of stuff. And I'm kind of regretting that right now, but I am also really excited for all of these books. So these are going to be, I have a list of like maybe 10 or so books that I am hoping to get to in the month of August. Most of these are going to be arcs that I have signed up for. Some of them I already know that I will either be getting the arc or I already have the arc. And then some other ones are, you'll find out if you've watched some of my past TBR videos that they have been in those videos and my TBRs, and I still have not read them. So they're going to continue to be on this TBR until I get them done because I really want to read them. But we're going to stop rambling because I tend to do that and get right into the books that I plan to read for August. So starting off with Where There's a Will by Ember Hughes. We're starting off with like the arcs that I've signed up for. So this is an arc that I signed up for. This comes out August 9th, I believe. This is another pen name for Daisy Jane. And if you've ever read her, I've only read one book from her, but I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to read more, and I thought this sounded really cool. This is a dark romance. It's got cowboys. It is second chance. There is trauma bonding, and there is a mute character. So I thought that sounded very intriguing. Signed up for it. I currently have the arc right now, and we'll be getting to that soon. Then we have Between Fear and Favor by Jess Wisecup. I had this on my last TBR video, but unfortunately Jess Wisecup had to push back the release date of this book. So this is the third book of the in the Divine Between series. And I've been loving this series. This is a fantasy romance series. The first book starts off with a second chance romance. There's magic. It's just been a very wonderful series. I really love this author. She is a great human being, and I'm excited to read this one. And I believe I have been approved for an arc of this one, but they have not been sent out yet. Then I have Say It Again by Tessa Hatfield. The author actually reached out to me to see if I would want to arc read this one. So I do currently have the arc of this book that I have to get to. This is an Ankyllian romance, but it is like Pretty Woman vibes. One of the characters is a dancer. I think it's ballet dancer. And this is supposed to be a rom-com. So it sounded really good. And then I have A Heart of Frost and Scars by Pam Godwin. I've read the arcs for the rest of the books in this series. This is the last book of the Frozen Fate trilogy, excuse me. So this will come out August 26th. And I should be getting an arc of this one. Have not had that confirmed yet, but I should be getting an arc of this one. If for whatever reason I don't get an arc of it, I will be reading this one. So those are all of the arcs that I kind of know for sure. Oh, excuse me, there is one more. The Heartbreaker by Sarah Kate. This comes out at the end of August, August 30th, and I did sign up for an arc. Has not been confirmed if I will get an arc of this one. Really hope I do, but if not, I will also, kind of like the Pam Godwin book, I will also just read it when it comes out. This is the third Good Brothers book, and this is a student professor romance. There is a surprise pregnancy, and then there's what's described as punishments. So I'm so excited for that one. There now, so that is going to be all of the arcs that I have signed up for, and then we're going to get into the other books that I have on my list, starting with Honeycut by Sierra Simone. This has been on my list since June when it came out, and I still just have not had time to get around to it, or just haven't been in the mood for it. This is the second book of her Lyonese trilogy. So this follows, this is like a Tristan and Isolde retelling. This is a polyamorous thruple, and this one follows the female of the trio, Isolde, and she is getting married to Mark, but she's supposed to be like a spy for the Catholic Church on Mark, and then she's finding herself falling in love with her betrothed, but she's also falling in love with his bodyguard slash her bodyguard, and then the bodyguard is also in love with both of them, and so it's a messy, and I guarantee you it's going to be an emotional tale because that's just how Sierra Simone does her books, and I need to read it. This was like one of my my most hyped book for the year, and here we are like 2 months later and I still haven't read it, so I need to get onto this. Then I also have Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen. This has also been on my TBR for a couple of months now because I believe this came out in June. Another highly anticipated book for me that I've been really wanting to read, and I just haven't had the time to read it. So this is about our female main character. It says that her family makes it known that her clock is ticking. And they make some comments to her about her weight as well. So then she says something about how her boyfriend loves her curves. So then she's got just a few weeks to find like a boyfriend to take to this like big family get together. I think she does like some dating app stuff, dating. Um, and then it sounds like she meets like a bartender, and I don't know, I have been wanting to read this so badly, and like I said, I haven't had time, and I need to get this in, and this one and the next two, or one more book, are set in the summer, and August is like the end of summer, at least to me. Like it's the last full month of summer. So I want to try to get some like summery type books in before it becomes fall. So I want to get this one read. And then same thing for this one, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I've heard really good things about this book. It is a like summer feely type book. So I've been really wanting to read it. And I haven't had the time to get to it. So the blurb on this one says that our female main character feels like she is cursed because every time she breaks up with somebody, then they end up finding the love of their life. She meets this guy who posts online about how he has a similar situation. So they decide to date each other to try to cancel out their respective curses on each other. So that then they can move on and find their own love. But she doesn't expect to like this guy so much. This just sounds super cute and fun. And like I said, I've heard great things about not just this book, but this author in general. I have not read a single book from her, and I know I need to. So I just thought this would be a cute and perfect read to kind of wrap up the end of summer. Okay, and then the last book that I have for my August reading plans is going to be Deal in Divinity by Shelley Penn. So I have kind of a unique story with this one. This does have one of those little Barnes & Noble signed by the author stickers to it. So this author is actually local to me. She actually worked at the Barnes & Noble that I bought this book at. So I was like blown away that they were selling somebody that worked there, that I don't know if I had an interaction with her. I probably did because I go to my Barnes & Noble a lot. So that I thought that was really cool, and so I just bought this because I wanted to support her. So this is an Achillean romance. It sounds like a fantasy romance. So our Anders Ander is a half human, half angel. And he lives in this kind of sanctuary city where it's safe to live, but he decides to leave because he is in search of his half brother. And then things go awry, and he ends up having to make a deal to protect himself with this demon. So, and then it becomes like an Achillean romance between this half angel person and a demon. So I love stories like that. And I need to read more LGBTQ storylines. Like I want to try to work on that. So the fact that this was a local author too, just I thought that was amazing. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they're still together currently, but her girlfriend actually did some of my tattoos that I have. So like I have this tattoo, so her girlfriend did that. And I was just like, I don't know. I think that's really awesome. And like I said, I wanted to support her and buy this, and I want to read it so that I can, if I excuse me, if I really like it and enjoy it, then I can tell you all to buy this book as well and read it and continue to support her. So, but that is going to be the end of this video, and those are going to be all the books that I have on my August reading plans. Don't know that I'll actually be able to get to all of them because reading 4 physical books has not been going great. I get distracted and so many things are going on, but I'm really hopeful that I can get through all of these. So like I said, that's the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And then leave me a comment down below with some of the books that you are hoping to read in August. Otherwise, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.